Yo, what's up, guys? So I was doing a reactions video um, about Streamer University. People are so mad at Kai Cenat. I've I watched a couple of minutes so far. I'm not gonna go all the way back. This is my last video of the day. I'm gonna make sure I react to this, give a bit of a discussion, and talk about what this thing means. I try to be good at explaining things and my thoughts and perspective in a very clear, concise way, and I hope I can do that with this. So we're gonna watch we're gonna watch this. I'm not gonna go all the way back and restart, but there will be some great commentary that you won't even really need me to go all the way back to give you context. So it'll be okay.
Rang out that a lot of people didn't see, and that was Zoe Spencer. She is a well-known content creator who posts content literally everywhere: TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, stuff, and a lot of people know her for her fiery type of personality, being pretty loud and just stating her opinion whenever she wants, more aggressive than a lot of people would suspect a normal person to act. But overall, she is just an interesting person and has already been around Kai Cenat along with his friends for a minute now when they were doing New York streams. It is someone pretty well known, even not only just in her own community, but just in a streaming community as a whole, while collabing with a bunch of members from AMP. So it was actually very confusing when even herself, after watching the entire stream, was confused why she didn't see her name when the rest of NYC, at least Kai's friends in there and other content creators, were all put on that board.
Good. So let me say what I think about this with the Zoe thing. I'm not doing this because look, they are saying Zoe Spencer is not a normal person. I don't know what streamer is a normal person. I think normal personality is not good for streaming, right? You need to have a bit of an eccentricity to you. Zoe Spencer is saying she's biting people. Zoe Spencer doesn't do anything I haven't seen an Aiden Ross do or an I Show Speed do. And they are incredibly famous because they they go that extra mile into what some may deem inappropriate for the art of entertainment. So, I think that the kind of the vitriol towards Zoe Spencer is misplaced. I think a lot of it has to do with her gender, to be honest with you.
Like Zeddy, Ty Lil, Punga, all of them were coming to Streamer University except for her. And a lot of people were left confused and stunned, and especially she was, which caused her to break down crying on stream, being a little bit lost as to why she was being excluded when it felt like for no reason.
I feel like one of the friends, like in the friend group, and that one friend didn't get invited to the party. Every friend going to the party, but one of them. I just don't understand. Like, I'm the best person that I try to be good.
It just shows you how much this thing means to people, man. For her to cry, streaming for a lot of people who do stream is their passion. Like for me, I don't expect that this YouTube channel goes anywhere, but I think this is a fun idea to be able to connect with people, talk to people. Still gonna do my own thing, be a lawyer, but more important than that is that I get to be able to relate to people. And I think when someone doesn't have that ability to do what they love, it's soul crushing. Um, would I have cried? No, straight up, I wouldn't have ever showed that kind of emotion. But that just shows you how beautiful this person is right here.
And I know I troll and I play a lot, but it's just my personality. I'm a real person, and I mean well behind all people, even people that hurt me. I give chance after chance, and that's in all my relationships, my friendships, everything, like things that I go through with other people, like real life. Like, I see the good in all people.
In all honesty, her crying about the Streaming University thing is truly sad, but the people that are looking at this don't really understand. How much should good
Oh my god, these commercials are killing me, man. I get a commercial every goddamn minute. I'll be back,
We
guys.
understand what's fully going on. I see a lot of people on Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, posting these clips saying that they don't understand why she would be crying about not getting into Streamer University, when in reality it's not even about that. It's just about the sentiment that it's showing. Like she said in the beginning, it's like watching all of your friends go to a party that you're not invited to, and this is going to be on a consistent basis now. She's basically blackballed from the streaming community. Say Kai Cenat is going somewhere or hosting something, well, he's going to ask the people that he's inviting if they know Zoe to either not bring her, or they're already going to know to just be like, oh, Zoe's just not someone that can come if we're going to this thing where Kai's at. And we'll dive into it a little bit more later in this video, but also with Kai's friends, anyone that he's connected to. We're going to this thing and we know Kai Cenat or his friends are hosting it or a part of the event when planning it, then Zoe cannot come because they're not going to be okay with it. It's just the larger sentiment of, dang, I used to hang out with these people, but now that's all coming to a halt. That's over with. But when you hear Kai Cenat
Look, guys, I think like in life, you have moments when you're the outcast in a group, and it might in that moment feel like it sucks, but you have to understand that the universe or God or whatever you consider that thing, I call it God, is like allowing you to be placed in the proper tribe. So a lot of the time, rejection is just God's redirection. So this is a good lesson, everybody. Keep it calm, keep it cool, because I'm sure Zoe's going to be way more successful after this event occurs. And it's only 4 days.
talk about the situation, it puts a lot of things in perspective. If you don't know Zoe Spencer, then it is understandable why you would be a little bit confused. But after my explanation on her, you understand her personality is a fiery type, and she does not care about what environment she's in. She's gonna act the same way no matter what, to the point where it can get a little bit annoying, which is what happened with Kai when he talks about a specific event that they were at with each other.
September 24th, Drewski show. I never got to tell you how that made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. I dead for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed, like felt embarrassed. If y'all see that clip, like at one point I told her to chill because like, bro, there was like a lot of going on. But Zoe is like very, she's very outgoing, she's very positive. That's her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put that past her. But right there, something felt off. But like, I didn't put that past her. I'm like, okay, then it's none of my business. Something happened with Zoe and the bros that behind the scenes, that was some type of weird going on that's never been on the internet, none of that. And there's no reason for me to talk because you feel what I'm saying? That's their business. And I'm not gonna speak on that a few months ago.
The last part where he talks about things happening off stream that we'll never hear about are probably a huge factor, because this other thing that he's talking about is just Zoe being pretty annoying. Well, that could quite literally be anything. That opens up endless possibilities of her acting irrational or being pretty off-putting to the people around her. But for Kai Cenat's specific scenario, he's talking about a function that actually got recorded and posted where he obviously looked uncomfortable as Zoe was yelling at him and also pushing him around, and he tried to tell her to chill out because of the environment that they were in. But instead of doing that, she just got more belligerent, and you could just tell by the atmosphere and everybody else around that they wanted her to calm down.
He's building on me, you're not doing nothing.
I just came.
Yo, that's real bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum.
Hey, don't talk to my dog like
You n-
He just got here.
whoa.
Who you? Nigga,
Bro, she's crazy, bro.
did you call me?
I apologize. Stop.
It was a prank on some Twitter.
Bro, cause you be wilding on me,
You
bro.
call me a You call me a
Well, you shouldn't call her a B word, though. I mean,
Yo, help, man.
Bro, y'all are aggressive.
No, Ben, you, Ben. You call me a
Yo,
You calling me a in front of all these mother people?
Hey, cut it.
Cuddy. You. Nigga, I'm embarrassed you. Calling me a in front of all these mother.
yo, it's quiet.
I don't give a if it's quiet. I don't even see nobody calling me a.
Now, after watching that back, I'm probably sensing that a lot of you are feeling some
At the end of 2024, Amber
secondhand embarrassment. And even even at the end of that clip, they tried to cover it up by saying, hey, clap it up for Zoe, hey, hyping her up, trying to play the situation off, but you're around a bunch of people that don't really stream, and it's obviously awkward in the room. The millisecond the entire room got quiet and they're all watching her, I understand that everybody else, like his friends, Kai, Rage, all of them are laughing, but in all reality, that felt uncomfortable to watch, because I don't know how else you calm somebody down by telling them to stop and chill, and they're not doing it, but continuing it on. And even they were trying to yell, like whisper cut to her, and she just was not picking up the hints. So it's understandable from Kai's POV why he might be a little bit off put from her. Even other AMP members have had things with Zoe where it's been pretty awkward and weird because of how uncomfortable she made them.
W Dre, I got y'all dude. Y'all can stop sucking dick now.
I bit him. Say hi. I didn't even get to do what I wanted to do, man.
Did she get you?
She's crazy. He's crazy, bro. Get the
Hold your
Where you going? I didn't even really do what I even wanted to do.
That's really all that's happening with Zoe Spencer. There isn't any other magical reason why she isn't there. It's because of the bad experience Kai had with them, some offline stuff that happened along with other AMP members just having bad experiences as well. And it's just how her personality is. And I'm assuming she's not going to change for them. So it only makes sense to essentially have to blackball her from events or anything that concerns AMP members or anybody else who might feel the specific way. Which again does suck for her, but at the end of the day, a lot of people saw this coming from how she was acting, and even when those clips first came out, a lot of people were going to say that she is not going to be let around them anymore if this is how you're going to act all the time. At a certain point, yes, that is going to annoy people and they're just not going to want to be around you. Unfortunately for us though, that's not where Kai Cenat's story ends when it comes to Streamer University, because outside of the Zoe Spencer not being accepted, people still had their problems with the university as a whole.
The trolling, the slick, I've dealt with that with so many people within the. Y'all see, everybody that really watch me, people will say something.
I don't know. Is this that serious? Am I tripping? It don't seem like this is that big of a deal.
I'm trolling. I be minding my business and I literally be getting shot, stoned. It's like
a lot of people already jump at the opportunity to talk bad about Kai. It's basically become a trend recently, and after his Streamer University rollout showing all the professors along with all the students, a specific Twitter page was going crazy, tweeting a bunch of lies about him that were actually getting some traction. The most notable one that I saw though was Kai Cenat is facing backlash after releasing Streamer University professors list, and it has 0 white creators, which is just an outright blatant lie. Literally, there are 2 white creators and even an Asian one that are on the list, those being K-Sun, Aim High, along with Extra Emily. And he obviously did this to just get outraged, but you can obviously see people will go out of their way to instantly bash on Kai, especially these kick pages all of the time. I don't want to seem like I'm just some Kai apologist or some Kai fangirl type thing. No, it's just odd to go out of your way and talk bad about somebody when there are legitimate things you can criticize about him, but you would rather just lie when the proof is literally right there, especially when it's just for some Twitter likes. And I'm assuming it's starting to get to Kai because he's threatening to not even do a second Streamer University after this one is done because he just consistently receives backlash even when he does nothing wrong, and it's trying to do something like this. Like,
I mean, I don't think you should stop doing it. I think you should keep going. But, you know, whenever you create a selective program off of streaming, which is represented by, you know, a kind of a democratic system of people putting themselves out there, and if their content is good, people liking it, or if their content is bad, no one engages. It's kind of a free market. And now kind of this culture university thing is kind of showing like, oh, these are the cool kids. Whenever there's a cool kid section for this thing, which has been so open to people, I think that it becomes a bit of a problem. I don't think I wouldn't do something like this myself. I would never do something like this.
uplift streamers.
This is an idea, and I know how exciting it may be to certain people, but it's like, bro, you don't have to let this determine who you are as a creator. I'm telling y'all. That's the thing. Like, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing this again. Cause now I'm mad. Cause like, no matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure thing is good.
Kai Cenat's not the most normal person either. I mean, everyone here seems kind of eccentric, in my opinion.
I always get the bad end of the stick. Bank statements is ridiculous. Behind it. Nobody's paying a dime to be in this. This is strictly for me to help niggas. I'm finna crash out.
Kai Cenat, whether you like him or don't, whether you watch his content or don't, you can tell that he really has a passion for what he does. And even in the Streamer University thing, you can tell he's just trying to uplift other creators. Whether you believe he got too many creators that are too big, or you don't know any of the creators, or you're upset because you didn't get picked, it really shouldn't matter. I don't feel like that's a reason to go out of your way to just bash him, especially when the concept he has could continue on for years to come and keep uplifting new and more creators as he improves on it the more he does it. There's no real reason to bash him for some of these dumb things I see a lot of people talking about, like a creator they don't like getting in, or like seeing certain people or just straight up lying about there being a race issue with the people that he chose, which doesn't make any real sense. I feel like in doing something like this, you are going to just get straight up criticism. I mean, he's one of the biggest people on the internet, so that's just a common thing that's going to happen. But I feel like y'all should keep the criticism constructive so that if you ever want to be a part of something like this or just want to see something like this improve, you are able to help in that. And I just see a lot of discourse that is pretty unhelpful. And I don't know, depending on what you feel, I may be a part of that discourse. But you know what you can do if you do feel like that's the case? Tell me in the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. And if you enjoy content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post every single...
Hey guys, it's okay to be told no. You will survive. Streaming is fun. I'm sure it is. It's not that important. I guess I want to be kind of a big brother here. I'm sure you all know this, but everything's going to be okay. Whenever you get anxious and upset, take a deep breath, breathe out. Remember, everything's going to be okay. I think this is a good lesson for everyone to know is like, I think for Zoe, she's going to be successful. Kai is already successful, but I think that, streaming, content creation, no one should do it if they think it's going to make them cool, right? This stuff I think is for people to just create and to put something out there that connects with people, and to not create on the basis of an end result or think about it as a simple career move, but think about it as a form of art in which we're doing something that's interesting and we can connect with so many people and just be a friend to the community. But what do I know? I'm only a measly guy here with not even 500 subscribers. But that's my approach to everything in life. Doing it for the plot.